Hi, I'm Rosie. This is Olivia.
Hello.
We're here today. What we're gonna do is we're gonna discuss basically my posh why, and I love that I'm getting kind of used to the videos, so it's getting much easier. But my posh why? Why did I join posh? I joined posh because of my little one. Okay, she suffers from she suffers from hand eczema, and for years, I've
For a long
been
time.
yes for 14 years. How about that? For 14 years, it took me to find Posh to help her, and so what she's doing, she's here to tell her story, and we're gonna kind of do it together. But she's basically my reason for joining Posh, and you know what, the more I typically join so I could save myself money, get a return on money because I knew I was going to have to buy product for her. But instead, I love it as much. My whole family loves it as much. My husband, my son, my mom, my dad. I'm trying to get everybody into it. And it's because it's all great. It's all naturally based product. You're not putting any chemicals in your skin. So mind you, this is all great for sensitivity. And like I said, if you have eczema, even psoriasis. I mean, now keep in mind, it's not a healer, not a fix, and it may not work for all. Okay, but you could always try and just see if it works for you. So I'm gonna hand you over to Olivia, which she kind of disappeared.
Yes, sorry.
But this is so she's gonna tell you her thing, and she's gonna try to make it quick so we don't lose you guys.
Okay, my story. I had eczema for a very long time. I've had eczema since I was in elementary school, about second-ish grade. About second-ish grade is when I started getting I seen dry, and I'll be like, okay, lotion, all that stuff, just cause. But I'm an excessive hand washer. So when I put on lotion, I'll be like, oh, it's too greasy, so I just wash my hands and take it off.
And she's a germaphobe, so
Yes.
she continuously used those antibacterial sanitizers.
I'm a very big germaphobe. I don't like sharing or anything that's no.
Anything she touches.
Yes, anything I touch something I would touch a doorknob and I would really want to wash my hands because so many germs on that. I don't like it. But so I would say I used to throughout elementary school I'd have people oh, Olivia, what's wrong with your hands? And I'd be like, oh, they're just dry. And then I didn't really know if it was eczema or anything. We didn't know at the time. And then I would say about middle school year, by start of a middle school year, is when I started noticing, oh, wow, this is getting bad. And I used to get really red anytime I used lotion, hand sanitizer, washed my hands. Right away I would feel this hurts. I would get really red, I'll start bleeding, and then I'll have scabs on my hands. And now I have scars. And if you could see in this camera, you could kind of see the whiteness here all over my hand, and then my tan line here.
So you would almost say that's like a scarring,
Yeah.
okay? Because when she was little, she scratches, and what she's doing is she scratch, 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 and so it's all over her hands. And I used to say it was I don't know, I don't know why I called it that, because I used to say she had alligator skin, because she would scratch it so much, it would be so tender, chappy, bleeding, and then it was just continuous lines, she was attacked. So I don't know why I call it alligator skin, probably because it was just so super dry. But, it just got to the point where I had to do something. I mean, it didn't matter what I used on her. It didn't work. And unfortunately, she liked Bath and Body Works, which is good stuff, but real high in alcohol, so it was really more
Dry.
rough. Yeah, more rough on her hands. I took her to a dermatologist because then she started building a conscience about it.
Yeah.
She was getting subconscious about it because of all her friends.
I used to get kind of bullied about it, oh, you're so dry, maybe use some lotion. And I would kind of get comments, I'd be like, okay, I use lotion all the time. And then the more I used lotion and the more I washed my hands, the more worse it got. And then when I went to the dermatologist, I did get treatment for it. I didn't like it because I had to put on this cream and sleep with gloves on every single night for 2 weeks.
And it was super greasy.
Very greasy. I couldn't touch anything after. I had to do it when I went to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And in the morning, I had to take the gloves off, throw them away, wash my hands again. But like I said, it's not it didn't heal my hands. Period. It just made them worse, kind of, in my opinion, because right away I would feel the dryness once when I took off that ointment off, and then throughout the day my hands would get dry, and then I had to use lotion so I don't feel more embarrassed. So I would and then at the time I had Bath and Body Works lotion, and because I just loved the smell, so I used to use that. And then I used to have friends that had lotion, so I'd use that. And then about 8th grade year is when it really hurt. Like that was when like I'm an athletic person, so I'm always outside. So I used to have the heat on my hand, it would make it dry. During the winter, I would run and then make it dry, and that made it worse because like
it's winter burn, chappy.
yes. During the winter, I actually did get more scarring because I would pick at it because it's so dry, and because it's so cold, when I wash my hands, it would freeze right away, and like I had to hurry up and wash my hands, which made it worse. And it about freshman year is when we found about Posh, and
February. It was February.
February.
This year.
Yes, and I remember because like I came out, I was like, oh, mom's just doing some basic stuff.
Hold your thought. But I do want to keep you guys in mind, we didn't just use Bath and Body Works. We've used Eucerin, Vaseline, anything geared towards eczema cream.
Stuff that had like no alcohol in it, no fragrance, non powder.
We've used Cetaphil. Her dermatologist then put her on CeraVe. So it worked. It was nice, but it's not extremely expensive, but it is extremely expensive when you have somebody who's an excessive hand washer and almost going through a $16, $18 bottle in a month.
Yeah.
So anyways, back to her.
Yes. So when I saw Mom, she was like discussing with one of her friends about this, and I was like, okay. And then she told me to come out, so I was like, okay, I'll go look it out. And then
she's always my main concern.
Yes. So I look at it, I'm like, oh, this looks cool. And then I smell it right away. I was like, ooh, this smells so good. And then I tried the Snarky bar, and that's the Snarky bar.
It's an exfoliating bar. It's really rough, so for her, she has to be very gentle on her hands.
Mhm. And then I had like a little tiny cube. So I was like, okay, so I had it on my hands, and she told me really lightly to do my hand on top. So I was like, okay. So right away, I put it on my hand in a circular motion, and right away, like, it seems like disgusting, but I was already seeing my dry skin already coming off. Like, when I was, like, already, like, massaging it in, like, you would see the pieces of my dry skin come off. And then I was like, whoa, it actually feels good after. So I did it to my other hand, and then I used a chunk bar, which is this. Not this specific one, but just a chunk bar. And then, so I used that. I washed my hands with it, and then right away, I felt my hands, and it didn't itch. It didn't burn. There was no redness. Like, I actually felt, like, relieved. Because, like, I actually, for the first time in years, like, my hands felt like they were able to breathe. Like, when you take that shower, and then finally put on the lotion, your body breathe. I never felt that with my hands, like, ever. Like, I would wash my hand and it would hurt, but I had to clean my hands, so I had to get used to it. And then once when I used Posh, right away I was so happy. Like, I was like, Mom! Like, I got super happy because, like, it didn't hurt. And, like, I didn't feel itchy because right away when I used hand wash, lotion, anything, I would feel itchy right away. And, like, this, I was just, like, my hands were super, super soft. Even though I did have the scabbing on there, but it was, like, really soft with it on. And I was super happy. And then I tried the lotion, and
that was the seller, all of it. I mean, really, yes. It was like the cherry on the cake, you know?
Yeah. And then, like, once when I put that on, I got so happy. Like, I actually felt like, because right away with the lotion, like, with my scabbing, it was a scab. So if it came off, like, it would already start to hurt. And then with lotion, it would start to burn like crazy. And then I would, like, there were some moments, like, it hurt so bad, I'll actually start crying. Because, like, I remember I actually washed my hand one time, and it hurt so bad, and I put the ointment on, and I started crying. Because, like, it was burning red.
Stinging.
It was, yeah, like, all I felt like I had, like, needles on my hand. Like, it hurt so bad. And when I put on the lotion, I got so happy, because, like, it was so soft and everything. Like, and, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I just got so happy, and now I use this product, like, every day. And, like, when I shower, during the day, during school, and on my team's practice, since I'm in ROTC, there would be some moments I forgot to put on lotion, and I would get really dry. But now that I use, like, the body cream and all that stuff, I don't get that dry anymore. Like I
You
use
don't
like
get dry at all unless you
No.
stop.
yes,
If she stops, it does come back. So
not as bad. Like
one
I'll just
thing-
get dry. Like right,
Right.
now, I am a little dry.
And she
but-
kind of learned when she started summer break. She thought, she's home, she can get relaxed, and she stopped using the hand cream as often. And she started noticing that the dryness was coming back. So again, definitely Posh isn't a healer, nor is it a fix. What it's done, it's helped keep her skin new, like she's just got new, it's like a cell turnover. That's what the Posh is good. It's all naturally based products. So you can have essential oils and you have shea butter. The other good thing that's good for her in her hands is the healer stick.
Yes.
The healer stick is great for many, many, many things. It's shea butter. It's got a shea butter stick with orange oil. They're combined. They are just really good. And in the beginning, she would just put them on her knuckles where the chappiness was really bad and bleeding. And that is when the healer stick would cut in, and wow, it was like by morning,
It was gone.
It was gone. So most definitely, she is the reason why I joined Posh. It was living proof for me that how well the products work, how the natural based ingredients is so essential for our skin, compared to chemicals or all the parabens. I didn't know all this stuff is so drying to our skin. So
Oh yeah, my lips too. I forgot about my lips.
what about the lip licking?
Yeah,
She has a lip licking syndrome or whatever it's called, where she would constantly
I would get like those little ring things around my lips, and like I would have like bright red lips, like
Botox.
Everybody used to ask me, they're like, Olivia, are you wearing lipstick? Like you're only in 7th grade. I'd be like, no, I just have chapped lips. Like they're like bright red, like my hat. Like it would be bright red.
And around,
Like-
I used to feel so sad for her.
And then like people would like say things like they'll start like bullying me about it, and I'll be like, there's nothing I could do about it. Like it's just my skin. And then when I went to the dermatologist, she said I have like a lip licking
I forgot what
syndrome.
it was called.
It was like lip licking something.
Yeah.
And like it used to be causative. And I did have a little ointment for that too. It did help. It like really well, but it was only like a little tiny thing. And I would always have to go to the dermatologist to get more. And I'm such a lip thing because like my lips dry out so easily.
And as
like,
you can tell, you're probably watching me. I'm licking my lips too, so I'm a lip licker just like her.
Yeah. And like, but she doesn't get as bad. But like literally, like if I didn't put on chapstick like all day, literally the next day I would have red lips all around.
Or cold sores because
I used to get that. Oh my gosh.
yeah, a lot of different
grade,
stuff.
3rd grade year, I had the flu, and apparently that caused like a virus in my lips, and I had literally Botox, red lips, the ring thing all around, and my whole lips, all around, full of cold sores, like every single inch you could find. And I did not go to school for a whole week. Like, it really made me cry because I was so sad. Because like it's really sad because like me, like I've never experienced something so bad in my life except that. Like that really made me so like uncomfortable to go anywhere.
Subconscious.
Like even my hands. Like people would always be like, "Why don't you have lotion with you?" And be like, I can't do nothing about it.
I think the main thing for her was that she used to cry because they would say, "What's wrong with your hands all the time?" or "Why are they so ugly?"
Or like, "What's wrong with you?"
Yeah,
like,
what's wrong with you? And for me, that it's rough as a mom. You just wonder why kids. I mean, I know they're curious and they probably meant no harm, but when you have somebody who's constantly dealing with it and for so long and no healing, it starts to get bothersome.
Emotional.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like even during high school, like I joined high school year already. I was so careful with my body. Like my face, like I always wash my face. My face is so clear. Like even like before Posh, like it was always clear, but Posh like made my face better. And then so I always had like chapped lips, a dry face all the time. I would get like dry here, dry patches here, and then I would have my legs. My body wasn't that bad. I wouldn't really get that like dry. It was mainly on those moist areas. So like about like here on my arms, my legs, like that crease part behind the knee. It would just be like those moisture parts where I would start getting really, really dry. And it just like, it made me feel bad. So, yeah.
But you went on that
Yes.
story because of the lip balm, I know.
Yeah, that's why I couldn't think about what was on. But like my lips, like they would get so bad. And when her friend did come, she said about the lip balm and a lip scrub. And these two were my lifesavers for my lips. The first time I used it, Once again, same thing with the snarky bar with my hands. You would really see my chapped lips, like the dry skin, come straight off. And like right away, I'd be like, my lips are soft, like even before the chapstick. And then right away, once I put the chapstick, all I felt was like nice moisture already go straight into my lips.
And it does have caffeine in it,
Yes.
so it helps.
And like
you
as
know.
you can see now, like my lips are actually really tight now, and because of all my chapped lips, and like every single time you see all the little white around my lips. Like it's the same thing with my hands.
Scarring.
I like it sucks because like a lot of people still question me even in high school. In high school, people would be like, Olivia, your lips are chapped. Here, have my chapstick. And one, I'm a germaphobe. I didn't like using chapstick from other people. Two, Blistex gave me cold sores, and a lot of people have Blistex. Chapstick, they would burn my lips. I can't. It was the same thing with my hands. They would burn like crazy. I would get really red. I would lick it off because it burns, and I had to drink something right after because it just hurt.
And then she was allergic to the Neosporin.
Yes, I had like Botox right after.
She had way big lips.
Yeah, I did not go to school that day. Oh no, that was on a Saturday. Never mind.
Yeah. But anyways, I don't want to take it too long. We just wanted to share basically our why. You know, she is super happy in me joining. She helps me a lot. She gets treated with Posh for helping me as well. So it's kind of like, you know, we're a great team, and I'm really happy I have her. And so I just hope my why can help you guys just understand why we love Posh so much and why we want to just share it. Make, you know, help you understand why Posh is such a big deal and get its name out there. So if you have any questions, you can always ask me. If you have a question for Olivia, so she has that kind of feature, you can always message me, and then I will get her to answer, most definitely. So I hope you enjoyed listening to our story, and I hope our Posh story, and you'll stay with us.
Even like specific products too. Like there are like certain soaps I can't use either because like.
That's right.
Yes, like I know from the last catalog, Rico Guave literally was my lifesaver. And I have to find one from this product. I hope it's milking in it. So I hope that one will be my lifesaver. And then I use Hello Sweetie. That's ever since day one. I've always used that. And that's always helped. I love the smell. And like
It's a warm sugar vanilla.
yes, I've always loved that smell since I first got it. I have so many of those.
And believe it or not, they do last a long time.
Yes.
Sorry to keep going, but she has had one of these since I started in February in her backpack, and it lasted, I would probably say, until May.
No.
April?
Yes, Mayish, like at the end of April.
And this is making samples, and it's sharing with her friends, and it's continuously using it.
And also like always washing my hands right away, going into my backpack, put on that lotion. Or I'm writing and I see my hands a little ashy, and I'm like, oh, okay, so I'll almost put on some lotion, and it would last me actually a long time. Like I have a 6-hour whole day in school, so like I would probably put on lotion 3 times a day, and that's it usually. And then I had teams practice, so that made it 4 actually. And like it that's not that bad. Usually when I had like really really bad, I've always had to put it on like every single time I wash my hands, any single time I touch something, anytime like I would go outside, like right away I had to put on lotion. But I didn't really know how bad it would get, so I didn't really put it on until I started carrying like 8th grade year, and I literally put on at least lotion like almost every hour. So like you had to think 6 hours. I put it on like 6 or 7 times a day.
True. So with that being said, you know, because a little bit goes a long way. I mean,
Yes.
all these products last a long time. You know, but she'll show you really quick, and then we're gonna really go. Again, I know we've been on really long, but you know, our why is,
And like almost a lot of people's.
yeah, you know, we're really happy with our why.
Oh, I put a little too much. Oops. Oh well.
Just go up your arm.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for listening to us. I really
Yeah.
hope you enjoyed it. And again, if you have any questions, please let us know. And we will be your Posh Girls. Bye.
Bye.